Okay, we are on study guide number 3. In study guide number 3, number 1 says create a mapping, table, and a graph from each of the ordered pairs. So if I were to create a mapping with what I am given, I would go ahead and put domain, range, I would say -3, -3 I would not do again, I would say 2, 0, and then I wouldn't have to do 2 again. I have 4, -6, 8, -3, -4. I don't have to put them in order if I don't want to. So I know -3 is going to go to 4, I know -3 is going to go to -6, 2 is going to 8, 0's to -3, 2 is also with -4. So that's what it looks like. Domain range with my arrows. My table would be my X and my Y values. This is where I would repeat my values. I have -3, -3, 2, 0, 2. I have 4, -6, 8, -3, -4. If I were to create my graph, it would look just like this. -1, 2, 3, +1, 2, 3, 4. That's my first dot. -3, -6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -3, -6. 2, 8. 1, 2, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 0, -3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 4. 2, -4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it says, do they create a function? My X values repeat. You can see here my X values repeat. You can see here that I have dots on top of each other. This is not a function. All right. Solve each equation. So if I were to solve this, I would distribute by -3. Bring down the -4. I get 2n minus 37. Combine like terms on the same side. 2n minus 37 equals -22 minus 3n. I would add 3n to get my variables to the same side. That gives me 5n minus 37 equals -22. Add 37, 5n equals 15. If I divide by 5, I get n equals 3. Number 3, if I want to find my x and y intercepts, if I want to find my x-intercept, I need to plug in 0 for y. So 3x minus 8 times 0 equals -16. This means 3x equals -16 divided by 3 divided by 3. X would give me -5.3, repeating as my x-intercept. If I want to get my y-intercept, I plug in 0 for my x. So 3 times 0 minus 8y equals -16. So my 3 times 0 goes away. Divide by -8. I get y equals 2. Number 4. I'm going to go ahead and have this on the board for you guys. So the volume, it says find the surface area and volume. So the surface area of a cylinder is 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r squared. Volume is pi r squared h. So I just need to go ahead and plug in what I'm given. Now, I need you to notice that they give me the radius because radius is half of the circle to the outside. Now, what I could give you is I could actually give you what's called the diameter. Remember that. The diameter is all the way across. If I give you what's all the way across, you have to divide it by 2 to get 5. So instead of giving me 5, what they could have said is, I'm going to give you the diameter of 10. Well, 10 becomes 5 radius. 10 diameter is the same as 5 radius. So I just want you guys to be aware of that. So what I would do is I would take 2 times 3.14. My radius is 5. plus 2 times 3.14, and my radius is, my h, pi rh, my h is 10, sorry, that goes there, plus 2 pi r, which is 5 squared. I would go ahead and square first. Order of operations, 5 squared is 25. Then I would go ahead and multiply what I'm given. So let me go ahead and do that on a calculator. So 2 times 3.14 times 5 plus 2 times 3.14 times 25, because that's what it's squared, I get 188.4. And that would be centimeters cubed surface area. My volume, actually surface area is squared, I apologize. Okay, my volume is cubed, so my volume would be pi 3.14 times my r, which is 5 squared, times my h. So that would be 3.14 times 25 times 10 gives me 785 centimeters cubed. Then I'm given a rectangular prism. The surface area of a rectangular prism, surface area is 2LW plus 2LH plus 2WH. Remember, it doesn't matter what I let be what. So I'm going to let this one be my length. So I'm going to let 11 be my length, I'll let 5 be my width, and I'll let 6 be my height. So my surface area would be 2 times my length, which is 11, times my width is 5, plus 2 times my length is 11, times my height, which is 6, plus 2 times my width is 5, times my height is 6. So 2 times 11 times 5 plus 2 times 11 times 6 plus 2 times 5 times 6 gives me 302 centimeters squared for my surface area. My volume of a rectangular prism is length times width times height. So I just multiply everything which I see. 6 times 5 times 11 gives me 330. So my volume would be 330 centimeters cubed. Number 5. On number 16, compound inequality. I have 2 of them. That's what OR means. Typically, OR means my arrows are going to be going opposite directions. So let's see what happens. So I'm going to solve for this b first. So I'm going to subtract 6. I get 8b less than 16. Divide by 8, and I get b is less than 2. Over here, I add 5. So I get negative 6b less than or equal to negative 42. Divide by negative 6. If I divide by a negative, I flip my sign, and I get b is greater than or equal to 7. So b is less than 2. Open circle, less means left. b is greater than or equal to 7. Filled in circle, going to the right. Here we go. The next one. I have 2 inequalities, which means whatever I do on the inside, I do on both sides. So if I add 2 on the inside, I'm going to add 2 on either end. This gives me negative 28. This leaves me with less than or equal to 7n, and then less than 70. I'm going to divide both sides by 7, and I get negative 4 less than or equal to n less than 10. So if I pronounce this, this is n is greater than or equal to negative 4. Greater than or equal to means filled in circle to the right. N is less than 10, so open circle at 10 going to the left. So it's actually in the middle of those 2 dots. Number 6, solve for each indicated variable. So let's go ahead and solve for g. Okay, if I need to solve for g, I need to get g by itself. That means get rid of what's not attached. The 2h is not attached, so I'm going to get rid of the 2h. That's 5h plus f equals g. Guess what? I'm done because the g is by itself. The next one, it says to solve for t. In order to get rid of my fraction, I need to multiply everything by 3. So I got 3r equals 2t plus 3v. I'm going to get rid of my 3v, and I got 3r minus 3v equals 2t. Divide by 2, and I got t by itself. Letter F. If I need to get f by itself, I need to get rid of my diameter or my denominator first. So I'm going to multiply this by 6 and this by 6. So df plus 10 equals 6g. Get rid of what's not attached. So df is equal to 6g minus 10. Divide by what is attached, and I get 6g minus 10 divided by d. Number 8. Label my points. This is my minimum. This is my lower quartile, median, upper quartile, maximum. So this would be 16. This would be 18, 22, 26, 28. Those are my values. Number 9 and 17. I put and 17 because you're not going to see a 17 later because they are very, very closely related. So, it says compare the following equations, slope and y-intercept. In order to compare two equations, I have to get them in y equals mx plus b. This one is already done for me. In order to get y by itself, I need to divide by 3. Now, if I divide by 3, you're going to ask me, what the heck do I do with this 4 if I'm going to divide by 3? So instead of dividing by 3 right off the bat, we're going to go ahead and multiply everything by 4, so I'm dealing with whole numbers. That would be 12y equals, my 4 would go away, 5x plus 24. Now I could actually divide it by 12 by 12 by 12. That would give me y equals 5 over 12x plus 2. So what's different about these two equations? Same slope, different y-intercept. Same slope, different y-intercept. That's what I would say. So if we go to the next one, y equals 2x minus 3, y plus 9 equals 2 parentheses x plus 3. So I have to distribute first. Y plus 9 equals 2x plus 6. Subtract 9. And I got y equals 2x minus 3. So I got 2x minus 3, 2x minus 3. This is the same line. Last one for this. If I need to get the y by itself, I get rid of what's not attached, so I get rid of the 3x. 4y equals negative 3x plus 12. Divide by 4, and I get y equals negative 3 over 4x plus 3. If I divide by 3 over here, I get y equals 4x plus 3. What's different? Slope is different, and y-intercept the same. Okay, I'm going to pause the video. That is our review for our final part 1.